If you're over 60, every bite you take, every habit you follow, and every food you believe is healthy can have a direct impact on your heart. But what if I told you that some of the vegetables you eat daily, yes, vegetables, could slow? As a heart doctor, I've seen this happen far too often. Seniors come into my clinic thinking they're doing everything right, eating greens, cutting sugar, avoiding fried food. But what they don't realize is that certain vegetables, when eaten the wrong way or combined with medications, can quietly push their heart toward failure. Some raise your blood pressure, others interfere with life-saving medications, and some even carry bacteria that your body at this age may no longer be strong enough to fight. In this video, I'm begging seniors to stop eating these 5 vegetables, or at least change how they're prepared. I'll walk you through each one, explain why it's risky, and show you safe, heart-friendly alternatives. The good news? These risks are avoidable. You just need to know what to look for and what to avoid. So please, stay with me, because the first vegetable on this list might already be in your fridge right now. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Spinach. When heart medicine becomes powerless. Spinach, a leafy green that we've long been told is a superfood, and for many people it is. But what if I told you that for seniors over 60, especially those on heart medications, spinach can silently be turning into a serious health hazard? As a heart surgeon, I've seen far too many patients who believe they're eating healthy, only to discover their clean diet is interfering with life-saving treatment. Spinach is loaded with vitamin K, a nutrient crucial for blood clotting. But here's the danger. For those taking blood thinners like warfarin, commonly prescribed after a heart attack, stroke, or in cases of atrial fibrillation, too much vitamin K can undo the very protection that medication provides. It thickens the blood. It counteracts the drug's effects. And worst of all, most seniors have no idea this interaction is even happening. You feel fine. You think your medication is working, but quietly, in the background, your body is losing its defense against a deadly blood clot. I've treated patients who suffered mini strokes or dangerous clots, all because they started adding spinach smoothies or large salads to their daily meals, without realizing the impact. Spinach isn't the enemy, but inconsistency is. If you're going to eat it, do so in moderation and consistency. And always inform your doctor, especially when you're making dietary changes. What you eat can either strengthen your medicine or sabotage it. The truth is, not every vegetable is heart healthy for every senior, and some can do more damage than a plate of fries if you're not paying attention. So if spinach can quietly overpower a prescription, what other harmless vegetables might be stirring up hidden dangers in your bloodstream? Let's talk about the next one. A common favorite hiding in your fridge right now, yet filled with more salt than a bag of chips. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Pickled cucumbers. The salty trap that's tightening around your heart. They're crisp, tangy, and often the perfect side to a sandwich. Pickled cucumbers or pickles feel harmless, even refreshing. But for seniors over 60, especially those with a history of high blood pressure or heart issues, this innocent snack may be doing more damage than you realize. Most people don't think twice about a few slices of pickle. But the truth is, those tiny green bites are soaked in brine, packed with sodium, sometimes more than 1,000 milligrams per serving. That's two-thirds of the daily salt limit recommended for older adults in just a handful of pickles. Sodium isn't just a flavor. It's a chemical that holds water in your bloodstream, increases your blood volume, and puts enormous pressure on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, this pressure leads to hypertension, arterial stiffness, and ultimately heart failure. I've had patients come in baffled by why their blood pressure remained high despite eating healthy. They had cut out fried food, exercised, even stopped drinking. But they never suspected the small pile of pickles on their plate could be what was slowly sabotaging their progress. The scary part? Salt damage doesn't announce itself. There are no warning signs until there's a stroke or chest pain or the frightening news of congestive heart failure. If you're over 60, your kidneys can't filter salt as efficiently, and your arteries are more vulnerable. Pickles, canned vegetables, even healthy soups can carry hidden salt loads that quietly undo all your hard work. Cooking at home, reading labels, and flavoring food with herbs or lemon instead of salt can save your heart more than you know. But salt isn't the only hidden threat in your kitchen. There's another vegetable that looks completely innocent until you realize it's igniting inflammation and silently raising your blood pressure with every bite. Let's talk about that next. 3. Red chili peppers, the fiery ingredient that's fueling your heart's downfall. For many seniors, food is more than nourishment. It's memory, culture, even comfort. And nothing brings that alive like a little spice. A dash of red chili pepper, a spicy stew, a kick of heat. It's tradition, it's flavor, it's passion. But what many don't realize is that this fiery little vegetable may be lighting a slow-burning fuse inside your chest. Red chili peppers, especially the hot concentrated varieties, trigger a cascade of reactions in your body. They stimulate your nervous system, raise adrenaline, and increase your heart rate. For a younger, healthy person, this might not be a problem. But after age 60, when arteries are more rigid and the heart is more sensitive, this extra stimulation becomes dangerous. I've seen older patients come into my clinic with heart palpitations, chest tightness, or spikes in blood pressure, often after a spicy meal. And yet, they never suspected the culprit was the pepper. The problem isn't just heat, it's the body's stress response. Your blood vessels tighten, blood pressure surges, and if you already have heart disease or hypertension, that one spicy meal can push your heart into a dangerous rhythm or even trigger an attack. Over time, frequent consumption of hot chili peppers can lead to chronic inflammation in your vascular system, wearing down the very pathways your heart relies on to keep you alive. Now, I'm not saying you need to live without flavor, but you don't need fire to make food delicious. Mild herbs, garlic, ginger, and citrus can bring your meals alive without taxing your heart. Listen to your body. The foods you crave may be comforting, but comfort shouldn't come at the cost of cardiac stress. And if spicy foods are silently harming your heart, what about something that's praised for healing? But when eaten raw, can turn dangerous fast? You may be surprised by the next one. 4. Raw garlic. When nature's medicine turns against your heart. Garlic has earned its place in the world of natural healing. For centuries, it's been praised for lowering cholesterol, thinning the blood, and supporting heart health. Many seniors trust it deeply, adding raw cloves to their meals or even swallowing them whole like medicine. And while garlic can indeed be powerful, power, when misused, can quietly become poison. What most don't realize is that raw garlic is a potent blood thinner, and when combined with certain heart medications, especially anticoagulants like warfarin or aspirin, it can dangerously amplify their effects. This means your blood may become too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, bruising, and in some cases, life-threatening hemorrhages. I've treated patients who had nosebleeds that wouldn't stop, black stools, or sudden drops in blood pressure, all while believing they were being healthy with garlic. But it's not just about bleeding. Garlic, when eaten in large raw quantities, can also lower blood pressure abruptly. For someone already taking medication for hypertension, this can cause dizziness, fatigue, or even fainting. At a certain point, the heart doesn't get the blood flow it needs, and that's where real damage begins. The frustrating part? It feels like you're doing everything right. You're not eating junk. You're not being careless. You're just trusting in a remedy that's been celebrated for generations. The truth is, even natural foods have limits. And after 60, your body changes how it responds to both food and medicine. The best health decisions are made not just from tradition, but from understanding. If you love garlic, use it cooked and moderately, but always talk to your doctor before making it a daily dose. Now, if raw garlic can pose a risk in silence, what about something even more common? Something fresh, crunchy, and often eaten raw, but might be carrying a hidden enemy you can't see? What's lurking in that healthy looking sprout? Let's look closer. 5. Raw sprouts, the innocent crunch that could break a senior's heart. They look fresh, vibrant, and full of life. Raw sprouts, like alfalfa, bean, or mung sprouts, are often praised as a superfood for their crunch, their enzymes, and their clean, raw energy. For many health-conscious seniors, tossing a handful onto a sandwich or salad feels like the right choice. But behind their delicate appearance lies a hidden danger that can quietly undermine your heart and your health. Sprouts grow in warm, moist environments, the very conditions that bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria thrive in. While younger adults may recover from foodborne illnesses with discomfort, seniors are at a much higher risk of severe consequences. As we age, our immune systems weaken, and the body's ability to fight off infections becomes slower and less efficient. What starts as a mild stomachache can rapidly evolve into sepsis, dehydration, or a dangerous infection of the heart lining, a condition called endocarditis. In my years treating older patients with heart conditions, I've seen how something as seemingly harmless as a contaminated sprout led to hospitalizations, irregular heart rhythms, or worsened congestive heart failure. The body can't heal the heart when it's busy fighting off an infection, and these infections often go unnoticed until it's too late. The irony is heartbreaking. You try to eat fresh, eat green, eat clean, only to be hurt by the very foods meant to nourish you. That's why raw sprouts should never be taken lightly. If you must enjoy them, cook them first. A quick saute or steam can kill harmful bacteria while preserving flavor and nutrition. In the journey to protect your heart, it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it and how your body is able to handle it now, not 20 years ago. And if a sprout can harbor such risk, what about vegetables that aren't dangerous on their own, but become harmful when paired with common heart medications? What's next might be sitting on your plate tonight. 6. So what should seniors eat to truly protect the heart? After learning which vegetables may silently harm your heart, you might be wondering, what can you eat? What foods actually help your heart heal, strengthen, and thrive after 60? The answer isn't in trendy diets or miracle ingredients. It's in real, whole vegetables that support your aging heart's unique needs. Foods that reduce inflammation, balance blood pressure, nourish blood vessels, and work in harmony with your medications instead of against them. Steamed broccoli, gently roasted carrots, sautéed kale, sweet potatoes, cooked tomatoes, and heart-healthy legumes like lentils and green beans are all excellent choices. These foods are rich in antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and plant compounds that actively protect your arteries and lower strain on the heart. Unlike raw sprouts or salty pickles, these vegetables are kind to your body, easy to digest, and support stable blood sugar and pressure levels. After 60, your heart doesn't need extreme diets. It needs consistency, balance, and foods that love you back. I've watched patients turn their heart health around, not through medication alone, but by building a plate that's simple, warm, and healing. A cup of lightly steamed greens, a baked root vegetable, a bowl of bean soup. These small choices done daily can reverse years of silent damage. And if you're worried that healthy food has to be bland or boring, think again. Herbs like rosemary, turmeric, garlic, in moderation, and fresh lemon bring flavor without stress. Food should nourish not just your heart, but your spirit. But now that you know what to eat, there's one more thing you need to do. Because even the best vegetables can't help a heart that's being sabotaged by one small but deadly habit. Let's talk about that next. A heart that still has time. Your heart has been beating for you since the day you were born, over 2 billion times by the time you reach 60. It has never asked for anything in return, but now it's asking for your attention. Aging is not about giving up. It's about getting wiser. And wisdom means knowing that what once worked for your body may no longer serve you. The vegetables that helped you in your youth might quietly harm you now if eaten the wrong way, at the wrong time, or alongside the wrong medications. But here's the good news. You're not too late. The damage isn't final. Every small change you make today, what you eat, what you avoid, how you move, how you rest, can begin to reverse years of silent strain. I've seen it happen. Seniors who were tired, breathless, defeated, come back with stronger pulses, clearer minds, and lighter steps. Not because they did something extreme, but because they paid attention. They listened to their bodies. They made better choices one day at a time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Your heart still has time, still has strength, and still has love to give. To you, your family, and this life you've worked so hard to build. So start today. Revisit your plate. Rethink your habits. Reclaim your energy. because your next heartbeat is a gift and it's yours to protect. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.